A message from EWTN Ireland. A call to prayer to protect Ireland from abortion.
My name is Catherine Wiley, and I'm an Irish grandmother from County Mayo, and I have 10 beautiful grandchildren. Each one of them is different, and each one of them has different needs and wants at different times. There's nothing I treasure more in the world than the love of my family, and particularly my grandchildren. We have wonderful, exciting times discussing many aspects of life, having terrific arguments, and particularly those of faith. But it's clear to me that we live in very different times. Sometimes I think we're living in different worlds. My grandchildren have not had the same upbringing in the faith that I have had. They haven't had the same opportunities in the faith that I have had. But my advice to them always is to be well informed so that they can make good decisions, and to know that whatever happens to them, there is always a loving, compassionate, forgiving God waiting to welcome them with open arms if they go astray along the way. We grandparents have no agenda. We just want the best for our grandchildren. The Catholic Grandparents Association has always valued and holds as a key principle the wisdom and experience of grandparents. It is very clear in the prayer Pope Emeritus Benedict composed for grandparents when he said, "Make them teachers of wisdom and courage, that they may pass on to future generations the fruits of their mature human experience." And life's choices should be approached carefully and prayerfully with a lot of serious consideration. Grandparents bring a great contribution to that debate because they themselves have been shaped by years of experience. Recently, there was a discussion programme on BBC Radio concerning the upcoming vote in Ireland regarding the 8th Amendment to the Constitution. What was interesting in the radio programme was the number of people who felt unable to discuss with their friends or their families how they should vote. It is our view that grandparents are crucial in helping people form an opinion on how to vote in this very, very important moment. Clearly, a grandparent with experience, compassion, empathy, wisdom, years of prayer, and years in some case of real suffering bring an incredible amount to that discussion. And we see their role as being absolutely fundamental in assisting their grandchildren to make the right moral decisions, often, we know, in extremely difficult circumstances. But we believe that this is something that families should explore together. Again, I say this should be approached prayerfully and sensitively, seeking the wisdom and experience of those who have been shaped by years of prayer. Ireland has a rich tradition in this regard, and at this very moment in its history, it is all the more crucial that moral decisions are made from an informed position. We are therefore calling on all grandparents to inform their consciences. That little tiny voice, prayerfully being aware of the teachings of the Church and of the need to pray for the light of the Holy Spirit. Living in this highly secularized world, very often grandchildren are not fully equipped to make such decisions because they are not well informed about their faith and are heavily influenced by media pressure, peer pressure, and their own individual needs. Very often, we're not tuned in to that still small voice called conscience, which is there by the grace of the Holy Spirit to guide us, if we let it. So now is an opportunity for a uniquely graced moment, if only we have the courage to grasp it. When our children or grandchildren are hurting or suffering, we never stop caring for them. Our door is always open. There is no sacrifice that a grandparent will not make for their children or their grandchildren. For them, family always comes first. There is a unique relationship between grandchildren and grandparents are in a blessed position to offer advice and good counsel. and to let their grandchildren know that they are always there to support and love them, and above all to ensure that they are well informed on matters that will influence their lives, their families and generations to come. So we appeal to you to promote and celebrate life, and to use your common sense in the upcoming referendum. Whatever you do, please don't stand by and do nothing. This is a moment in history which will never come again, so we must grasp the moment. May God bless you all.